Yeah. What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boys, Mike and Wayne. Guys, we are back for another no harm, no foul. And y'all know what today is, right? Huh? Let me see y'all do it, man. Face off.
Yeah.
Face off.
Yeah.
Another fantastic Face Off Friday, y'all. Face Off Friday. We in here, man. Wayne, what's going on with you, big dog? How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's Friday. I ain't got no job. I ain't got to do. So we gonna face off, and then I'm head off.
My man Wayne, man.
Head out.
He talking about he don't have a job, but he always working. He always working. How do you balance that? Let me ask you a question I should ask you behind the scenes. How does Mrs. Wayne feel about all the time in front of the camera and out gigging? Like you take her with you to the gig sometimes, or how does that work? Because I know y'all got a little man there and everything. Like what's the plan?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I should ask. I'm such a provider though, so like she's used to me just being provide. So
Right.
then like with Rome, she's mom. I'm working. Like you know what I mean? But I'll ask. See what she says. Never
It's
thought to
interesting
ask.
because my wife literally, and I'm not kidding, and I don't do nearly as much as you. Now, I'm always working because I work from home a lot, right? So my main job doesn't stop. I'm always on the clock. That's fine. I'm salary. But I can do that like with my children sitting under my arms. You know what I'm saying? It's not a leave the house and go do anything. But when it comes to the podcasting thing, my wife literally gets excited when she says, "Do you have any shows to do tonight?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Yes, we can watch something. Or we can get in bed and do nothing." Like she just want to like wrap our legs around each other and just fall asleep. Like not like that. Not like that. I'm literally talking about doing nothing. Like she enjoys that because it doesn't get to happen a lot. We don't sit down and just watch TV anymore. So she gets excited when it comes to me getting to spend some quality time with her. That's why I was wondering, because I feel like you just nonstop, and I was just wondering how it goes over in your household.
I make it do what it do, baby. I feel like we just did like 3 references, 3 movie, TV show. We were just singing Jamie Foxx.
We sure
air.
was.
Yeah.
And then you do the Ray Charles. They brought the first time I heard that, she give me money. Like I thought
Sounded
that was
just
really
like the Ray Charles, right?
fam.
Did you see how they had how Jamie Foxx had? You saw the making.
How he sat next to him on the piano and was like
how Ray Charles cussed him out, like everything. Like, nah, that ain't how the song go.
Hold on, wait.
Oh, so you ain't see the part where he was like, nah, that ain't how it go. So listen, when you're a musician and somebody's gonna imitate you and do your stuff, and you have the say in it, yo, you want, like, every musician is a narcissistic hole. Like everyone, you might not see it, but in that interview, I understood it. But Jamie, being an understudy and wanting to perfect not the music, but the actual character. Like he wanted to be Ray Charles.
Right. He wanted the movements. He wanted the head nod, the body language, inflection, tonality, all of that. He wanted to nail it.
Yeah, and he did. I thought he didn't get an Oscar for that, but I thought he should have.
So what did he curse him out for? I don't like it.
Because he wasn't playing the music right.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Oh, he did win an Oscar for that. My bad.
Did he? He got an Oscar for rap?
I didn't think he did. I didn't, but we could look it up. I love it. I see Felicia said that's why he won the Oscar. I thought supporting. Did somebody supporting get it? I don't remember. I don't know.
He won the best actor in 2025 for Ray. Yeah. Wow.
2025.
I mean, I'm sorry, 2005. I'm sorry. I saw the 5 at the end.
Dang, that movie is that old?
That old. Like, come on, man. It's just where we are, bro. Like, yeah. It's almost 20 years ago.
Dang. That's 18 years old.
All right. So since we on Jamie Foxx, do you know what his real name is?
Shoot, I did. I don't know it off the top of my head. Are you looking it up because you don't know it either?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am. I am. I sure am. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh,
It's like
I
it's a
remember
weird
now.
name. Like, is it
It's
Terrell?
Eric. It's Eric Marlon Bishop.
How the never mind. Did his grandmama
Yeah,
call
man.
him Jamie?
No, he said I forget. I heard him say how he did it, but like it was just like a name he picked, and he wanted the X's in there to make it look like it was something that wasn't supposed to be. And yeah, Eric Bishop. Yeah, Eric Bishop. Yep. So that I don't know. We always start the show with some super duper random stuff, man. But let me just tell you,
We
I
getting
have a
unpredictable.
I have a man crush on Jamie Foxx and Tyrese. Like if I could now I hope people know what man crush means. But if y'all don't, go ahead and Google it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not sexual at all. But like it's like almost like you envy their talent or ability. Like, yo, that's my dog right there. So Jamie Foxx and Tyrese, the acting ability, the comedic ability, the singing ability, they play instruments. Like if I could get that kind of oh my God. Like I look at Jamie Foxx and all he's accomplished, and I feel like if I had that, I would have done more. I feel like I would have done more. Maybe I wouldn't have. Because he's done a lot. He's well accomplished.
He has. Jamie Foxx is one of my faves just because, like, if you ever seen him in concert, like, you get the whole package. You get the acting, you get the comedic relief, the comic relief, then you get the performance. Like, so seeing him in, like, that was dope.
And he's an actor in one of my top 5 movies all time.
Which movie is that?
See, I like this. See, okay. I'll tell you because I don't want to, waste the show time. But if you had to take one guess, what do you think it would be?
Jamie Foxx movie.
He's done a lot of movies, but
is he the main character in this?
He is a main character in it.
So he's not the main character. Django?
Why would that racist shit be one of my favorite movies? All right, I'm gonna just stop. Law Abiding Citizen.
Oh, that was a good movie with Gerard Butler.
Yes. Like just
he wasn't the main character, but he was.
But he was definitely a main character.
Yeah, he was the lawyer. Okay.
That movie is top 5 for me, and I'll watch it anytime it's on.
Oh my God, there was a movie. I think this is the name of the movie. I'm sure they'll correct me if I'm wrong, but this was one of my favorite movies, and it's called Bait, and it got Jamie Foxx in. I think it's called Bait, and they were like stealing prawns, and they ended up getting arrested.
I know what you're talking. He was he was like, yo, they big ass shrimp. He was like, no, they prawns, man.
Right.
Yo, I forgot all about that movie until you just said that.
Who was the other actor? Was it Mike Epps?
It was a goofy dude. Oh wait, I got it. Now I got it.
Yo, that movie was dope. I don't care what nobody say. That movie was dope. I think it came out the same time the new Shaft came out.
It was Mike Epps. Yes.
It was
Mike Epps was in it. David Morse was in it. Oh my God. Kimberly Elsie. Oh my God. At least, yeah. Now I gotta go watch these movies.
Yo, Bait was dope. All right, Mike, speaking of bait.
No, they prawns, man. They prawns.
They prawns, man.
I don't care. They big ass shrimp.
Yo, but the funny thing is I think that's when I learned what prawns were. Because shrimp that are big ass shrimp were always just big ass shrimp.
We call them jumbo shrimp.
But jumbo shrimp is still different from a prawn.
Yes, it's still different. And that's what he was trying to, he was like, these like the Cadillac of shrimp. I gotta go watch.
I can't stand you.
I've only seen that movie one time.
I tell you what, I got an idea. I got an idea. Don't shoot my idea there. Just say yes.
Yes.
Big shrimp is an
exactly
oxymoron.
what you're gonna say.
You know what I'm gonna say? Yes. What am I gonna say? What's my
Patreon?
idea?
We go.
What the fuck?
Am I right?
Oh. Yo, we taking this to the Patreon. Let's get to the show. We got 20 minutes. We're going to talk Vita Vea, right? We're going to talk Javon Hargrave. And these are 2 big-ass pieces of bait. Prawns. Okay? But hear me out, right? Because they're both forces in the middle. And they provide the teams with pressure like none other. Now, Vita Vea has been doing it for several years. Javon Hargrave has too, to a high level. I think he really stuck out last season when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles, and now he's with the San Francisco 49ers. And I don't think Javon Hargrave is getting the love that he deserves from an interior defensive pressure guy. You know, he has four, and this is PFF, so be mindful that they don't record half sacks. All right. But you got a guy that finishes, he has 30 pressures so far on the season. 4 of them are sacks, 4 hits, 22 hurries. I mean, the guy is pretty much balling out. It's a 79.5 grade with PFF as an interior. But what are your thoughts on Javon Hargrave? And what's going to be his impact on this game? Because now he's facing Baker Mayfield. And if you want to know how to get to Baker Mayfield, just get right in his face. That's my thing.
Right. You know, it's interesting that you I don't even know if you do this stuff on purpose, but like the stars just be aligning sometimes, right? So do you know the average height for a defensive tackle in the NFL?
Is it 6'2"?
Average height and weight is 6'3.22, and the weight is 308.
So he's got the weight,
7.
but he's 6'2". He's listed 6'2".
Right. And then Vita Vea is the 6'4" guy who's way
so
over. So Javon Kinlaw is the little prawn. He's the prawn, right? But Hargrave.
He's the jumbo shrimp.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
Or
anyway,
or colossal. Is colossal bigger than jumbo?
Yes, it has to be. I mean, it just sounds powerful. Like it sounds like some Roman name, like Colossus. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, X-Men. Yeah.
I think that Hargrave is doing exactly what I expected him to do, which is going to be a step down from what the public expected him to do when the Niners acquired him. I think everyone thought, oh my God, we're getting another double-digit sack pass rusher. Mm-hmm. And that's what people were hoping that Hargrave was going to be. And, you know, I went back and I looked at the film and I saw how he was getting the double-digit sacks, but there was never just like this pure dominance. It was like motor sacks. You know what I mean? He's coming up the middle. He's fighting through. He'll do a late spin and then just like get the guy as he's coming up to him or whatever. It wasn't like he just threw somebody out the way and boom. Like he did have 2 of those last year.
He did that last week.
He had 2. Yes, he had 2 really impressive joints, and we saw some in preseason also. Now I don't know if they were against starters or not. We saw where it was like snap, boom, he gone, and I'm here. I'm in your lap. We saw him almost catch a handoff.
Oh right, he just missed it. He missed
it. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah,
it was in the game recently.
I think it was against Cleveland, right?
It was one of those losses, but
right. It was against Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken,
right.
And that would have been a big sack. Pause. Wait a minute. Go ahead, Mike.
But my point is that he's doing exactly what I expected him to do. He's going to get in there. He's going to get some pressures, but we want him to stop the run. We want him to be that wall, that fortress, right? We want him to be that solid rock, that immovable force in the middle that can, when we need him to, give us a little bit of that old DJ Jones feel. Remember every once in a while, DJ Jones would just like blow through the line and like, oh my God, he got a little bit of pass rush to him, right?
Well, DJ Jones was slightly smaller.
Bigger.
No, he was less weight.
DJ Jones he weighed less than him?
Yeah, the Niners that to me, that was always the issue with the 49ers defensive line, right? They're smaller tweener guys like the Kevin Givens.
Sugar honey iced tea. He was 2 pounds lighter. You know what? I get it though. He's 2 inches shorter, so he looked wider.
He looked wider. Yeah.
He's got that Maurice Jones-Drew thing going on.
Yes.
Short, compact,
stock.
like Mighty Mouse looking thing. Okay.
But he also had quick feet and he was speedy, right? So he can get it when he got to the passer, like he blew by a offensive lineman and would make that sack look ferocious or whatever the word is you want to use. But here's the thing about Javon Hargrave. Like, I don't think they brought him in here to stop the run. I think he's part of the run stopping package. I think they really brought him in here to intensify and amplify the pressure. And this dude he's number 2 in pressures. Like
at his position or on the team? Like
on the team.
Let's be real. Okay. So that means something.
Well, since we added Chase Young, he's number 3. But my point is, And you know what? Let me get that looked up while we here, because I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Because I don't want
Now,
nobody
while
slapping me in the face.
no, it's cool. Now, while Wayne is looking that up, I think that he'll get better and more effective, specifically at the pass rush. I'm happy with what he's doing in the run game, and I'm even happy with what he's doing as a pass rusher. Right? I think he's going to
Oh
get
man, this
even
sucks.
better as a pass rusher because Kyle Shanahan said something at his presser.
I
He
I
said that he
Go ahead.
thinks that they're chipping Nick Bosa less. They have already been forced to not focus on these guys so much. And did you see the snap? All right, I'm getting sidetracked, but go ahead. You got the
Well, no, you're
numbers?
not you're not getting sidetracked. I think what I'm getting from you is this, right? If you go and watch the defensive snaps of Javon Hargrave, this is he you know we're paying him a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with it. Let me tell you why. This dude is getting doubled. Like he's the second most double team rate person on this team. Like second,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a far second from Nick Bosa. It's on the same
Mm-hmm.
damn plays.
Right.
He wasn't seeing any of these doubles in Philadelphia because they had too many people on that line that you had to account for.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're starting to see him, Eric Armstead. I mean, I just finished my defensive film, offensive film. I just broke down the explosive plays, the negative. It's up on the Patreon. When I tell you, Mike, that I was smiling like from ear to ear with single man, like just win your rep. Like when players do one-on-ones and OTAs and those practices, what we want them to do, win the rep. Who won the rep? When I go to the Senior Bowl, I pay
Right.
attention to the one-on-ones because I need to know
Mm-hmm.
in a one-on-one who can win their rep. Now, if you can win in a one-on-two, you special, but you
Right.
gotta win your one-on-ones.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when you are solidified as a starter. That's starter material. The one-on-ones, you got them, go, you good. Like that's how it is, you know. And go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like you gotta attest. I don't think he was, just to literally coming here to stop the run. I think he's a part of that package. I think this is the main reason why they didn't get rid of Javon Kinlaw, who has pressures as well this year, which is weird because that's not what he does. But they thought Kinlaw and those other interior guys would be stopping the run. But when they run the ball, they're not just gashing us up the middle. I mean, they're kind of spacing us out. They're kind of where that Y9 and those linebackers aren't getting to them to fill those gaps. And then you see the big run, like in the past game. I just did the explosive play. They gave up one explosive run against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It was to Travis Etienne. The line did their job. Fred Warner was behind the runner, but then Deommodore Lenoir took Fred Warner out the place because he was in the wrong position. So it was just
They ran
like
into each other.
they ran it. He canceled him out. It was so funny. One, no. One. It was just one opposed to five.
You know, you said something really interesting when you were talking about him coming over here from Philly and now he's being double teamed, right? So think about the perception of a player.
I know where you going.
Niners,
I love it.
Niners were Nick Bosa plus a bunch of other guys, right? Niners finished the season with like 40-something sacks, and Nick Bosa had more than half of them by himself, right? Like it was that kind of season. Like the Niners were just Nick Bosa and company. And so you go out and you acquire this guy who has double-digit sacks, and you're going to put him on that same line with Nick Bosa. So now teams are thinking, all right, we got to focus on Bosa and that guy. So now it's not a coincidence that those two guys are the two guys that are the most double-teamed on the team.
Yeah. And what the Niners were trying to do defensively, what Chris Kosaric would do is stunt. try to generate a trickery for pressure, which if these quarterbacks and these offensive lines are max protecting, meaning leaving more men in to block, then all of a sudden when you stunt, which I don't know if I saw one stunt in this game. One. I just finished
Right.
I saw one. It was Nick Bosa's, I think it was his sack. Like it was one stunt.
Well, yeah, okay. Stunt meaning from starting to how the rep goes, because we did have the one play where they were both inside. That was pretty cool too.
But that wasn't a stunt.
That wasn't
So
a
like,
stunt. No, you're right.
right. So the stunt for me was Nick Bosa's start on the right end, steps back, loops
And
around,
loops around, yeah.
right? And so that was his sack. But the funny thing is he ended back up on the right end. Like Trevor Lawrence had nowhere to go. He faked them out so good. All I'm saying is like that's what Javon Hargrave does for this defense. Let's talk about what Vita Vea does for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, because that's a different type of monster. That's a colossal shrimp.
He might be the prom, bro. So you tell me, man. Now Vita Vea, he was one of my favorite players coming out in the draft that he was in. I just remember watching film on him. And
like
he was wearing purple. He was wearing purple. Like I don't know what team he was on. I don't even remember. But I remember looking at him and saying, "Oh, this dude that wears purple, he's the one that I like. I like this kid."
When Mike, he different type of strong.
He got that Polynesian strength. I don't even know if that's what he is. I shouldn't have said that, but that's what he.
No, you
like
shouldn't have. But I shouldn't agree. But I think everybody know what we talking about. He's just a different type of strong, like different. And then he's moving mountains. And so like they're gonna line him up over the center.
Do you know what his real name is?
I didn't know he had a real name.
Oh, that sounds crazy.
No, I thought that was his real name. Oh, is it a cut-off version of his real name? Is what I'm asking.
It's a Vita Vea is a version of his name. I'm gonna put it in the chat, and if anybody can say it right,
how crazy is it that we started the show off with Jamie Foxx's real name? And oh wow,
I see where they get the Vita from.
I see the Vea,
and I see the Vea, but how they ignore mad shit in the middle. The NFL didn't even try. Like, to me, you got to make people respect your name.
I mean, he came in as a rookie and was very well respected, Mike. Like
but this. All right.
But I think
I don't want to get sidetracked.
Do you think it's probably a personal choice for him though?
For sure. For sure.
He probably did that. Let's talk about this kid.
Tell me what he
came
does
in
well.
2018, first round draft pick.
Now, when I think of Vita Vea, I think
of a traditional nose tackle, right?
Yeah, I think of a traditional nose tackle, a 3-4 DT.
Yeah, he's the big, the 3 technique, right? He the big dude, like 347, Mike.
Yeah, he's up there. He's up there like that. He's really the wall, right? Like, y'all remember Ian Williams?
Yes.
Stronger,
and maybe shorter too.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I feel like Ian Williams might have been 6'5", but I could be wrong. But like,
no, I think
when you
right.
look at,
I thought 6'5" when I thought Ian Williams.
When you look at him, it's going to be almost hard to run up the middle. So how are you? I know we talking about the face-off, like which player is going to have the better game, but how do you make sure that he doesn't have the better game?
He in the run game, you have to double him. You have to make sure you're controlling which way you're pushing him. So it's going to be guard center.
Wait a minute.
All game.
Yeah, there it is. I was waiting for you to say that. I'm sorry, because I was going to ask.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you was going to say. Combo.
Yeah. Yes, you have to make sure you guys are turning his body and opening that hole for him. Every snap in the run game in particular. In the pass game, however, he can be taken advantage of.
Yes. East to west.
Yes. Yeah. Tire his big ass out. Make him work. Make him chase those donuts downhill. You know what I'm saying? And get them hands on his hips, and then you get to see the benefits of it. He's one of those guys that if you don't tire him out, he'll make you pay later in the game.
Yes. He still has a motor. Like, don't get it twisted. But you don't want that's 347 pounds that should be worn out. And if you want to know what Kyle Shanahan does best, that's how he negates that type of rush, right? That type of presence on the defensive front. He runs things east to west. So can you imagine Vita Vea trying to get to a Deebo Samuel or a quick Ray McLeod or like just anyone of Christian McCaffrey? Like, that's what you do. You just run away from him. I'm not running toward him to where he's just going to get stronger. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Niners ran up the middle either, just because that's what they do.
And because they think he's such an immovable force in the middle, that's kind of where you want to go, right? Like, if we can get 2 people on him and turn him right, we can run to his left. You get what I'm saying? Like, we get him turned and we run right across his face.
All right, so let's talk about this, right? if it's a play run to the left, it's gonna be
If our offense is running to the left, up the middle though,
yeah, if they're running to the left up the middle, you still trying to get a guard center combo on him, right?
so we need to
So we're
move
talking
him to
about police.
our right.
Oh, so now so that means you're trying to get Brendo and Burford on this one dude.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, you could do
I,
that though.
I no, I don't think we do that. I don't think we'll do that well.
What?
I prefer to do it to the opposite side where you get the veteran on him with
But
Jake.
that means
Brendo.
you only run into the right.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying if it's like let's say we do.
See,
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, I'm hearing you, and I'm visualizing what you're saying. I understand why you're saying it, but to me, the two weaknesses working together becomes one strength, as opposed to now
Not if they
leaving.
that weak.
You don't think the two can do it? I get. Okay, that's where we're not seeing eye to eye.
That laugh, bro.
By the way, I like your outfit choice today. I know y'all can't see it, but my pants are the same color as your.
Hey,
Yeah,
I just
so-
saw it. Yeah,
I see the brown and red with the black in there. We doing the same thing, man, with the white on. In the,
I see.
yeah, we doing it, man. Okay, we was in sync today. We must have. Never mind. But yeah, so
Ain't
I do
no
see what
lie,
you're
let
saying.
you bye.
If they're gonna be a liability together against him, if he's gonna beat that double team, snap in and snap out, then I do understand what you're saying.
I just think as the Niners, they gotta force the combo has to be there. But we're not even talking about you you don't want to put two on him all the time, right? Because now at the end of the day, Kittle's chipping Barrett, like that's more weaponry, artillery off, for Brock Purdy. And what I would like for Brock to do in this game is just get the ball out of his hands fucking quick. You don't have to. Go ahead.
You're right. You absolutely right. I want to see tosses to the outside. As soon
Yes.
as they snap the ball, he engages and has
50.
to
What is
disengage
it?
and
55
run left
in
to
the
right.
third yard.
Come on, man.
Force that.
Yes, that's what I want to see early, and then down the stretch,
You take the vertical shots down the field. Yeah,
that's how
because
you do it. All right.
I mean, it's Antoine Winfield, and then it's the rest of their DBs who I don't really believe in. All right, so Vita Vea, Javon Hargrave, who's gonna have the better game?
Here we go. Time for the over-unders or
Here
which
we
guy?
go.
You ready?
All right, so let's go.
All right.
You got it. I'll answer how we normally
Who's
do.
going to have more tackles?
Vea.
Okay. Who's going to have more tackles for loss?
Vea.
If I told you one guy was going to have a half a sack at the end of this game, which guy would you say it was?
Hargrave.
If I told you one of these two men would have two batted passes at the end of this game, which one would you say it was?
Hargrave. He gets the hands up, bro.
Okay.
I don't wait. Now let me keep going. I just want to fact check. He has 0 batted passes down this year, and Vita Vea has 0 batted passes down this year. So I'm going with Hargrave.
All right.
But can I go statistically? They're the same.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. What do their numbers look like this year?
Oh my gosh, are you ready?
Let's do
Yo,
this.
oh shoot, F them questions. Yo, Mike, pressures.
Oh, don't tell me who it is. Let me just guess who's who.
God dang, I don't know how to do that like you. All right, total pressures on the year, 20, 30.
I'm going to go with Vita Vea having 30. I think the Niners have more depth, so they rotate more people.
Javon Hargrave has 30 pressures on the year, bro. All right.
Okay.
Sacks. 5.
Sacks on the year.
It's a push. They both have
Both
5.
have 5. Okay. All right. Cool.
Let's go about quarterback hits. You ready?
Okay. Oh, now I like this stat.
3, 4. No pun intended.
I'm going to go with 3 being Hargrave and 4 being Vita Vea.
Wrong. Hold on. Do I have that sound? I used to. Yeah. It's the other way around. It's 4-3.
So
4-3.
Hargrave has more quarterback hits and sacks. Oh, well,
And
pushing sacks.
They're pushing sacks.
But he's got 10 more pressures. He's got the same amount of sacks, and he's got more quarterback hits.
That
All
boy's a force.
Do they have hurries?
Yo, I'm getting to it.
I'm sorry. I'm getting excited. I'm sorry.
Hurries. We just gonna have to go over our extended time. Hurries 12. What the 12-22.
What? All right, I'm just gonna give it to Hargrave. Hargrave got the 22. You're not gonna tell me that man got that many. Are you kidding me?
22 hurries, bro. This dude is earning every penny. F them double-digit sacks. Them junks gonna come.
What? I don't care if they don't come. You can take over games by disrupting the quarterback. Like, let the edge guys get the sacks. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what he was brought in for. But
yes, push the motherfuckers outside, man. Get them outside.
Mike, did you watch the film? When you saw Nick Bosa, it's not like Nick Bosa just ran and just cracked the back. The quarterbacks are running away. What happens is there's guys right in front of him. So the quarterback stops. It's like, I'm going back. Bam. Oh, shit. Like, that's what's happening.
Yes. Yep.
This is exactly why we needed
Chase ties it all together. This is gonna be so nice. Yo, y'all better watch out. I'm telling. All right. I'm sorry. Let me reel it in.
All right. Tackles 14-19.
All right. Vita Vea got the 19.
You knew it. That's why I picked that. You asked me that. You looked at me like I was stupid when I was like, "Oh, Vea. Sorry." All right. Here's my favorite statistical category. I don't know why y'all like all the other categories. There's no category better than stops. That's tackles for losses. You ready? Yeah. I hope you're ready. 14-18.
I'm going to hope it's Hargrave.
With?
18.
It's Vea.
Ooh,
but he's only
working.
But he's only 4 less.
Have they had their bye week yet in Tampa?
I can't remember. I don't think so.
I think I had to bench Mike Evans.
Okay. You might be right. I don't remember. And you want to talk about making plays, and this is a statistical category that I feel like goes, forced fumbles made. 2-0.
2-0. 2-0. Okay, I would say Vita Vea has 2 and Hargrave has 0. I don't remember Hargrave forcing any fumbles this year.
Yeah. And that, but these players are super closer.
Yeah.
When you listen, when people say Vita Vea's name, the ground shakes.
Yeah.
Yes. You understand exactly what I'm saying.
I'm gonna mute up. Talk your shit. Go ahead. Tell him.
I'm gonna need the whole world to put some respect on the grave digger, because if Vita Vea, who is he's a dominant defensive interior tackle in the NFL, and I'm talking all pro, Pro Bowl, no bowl, you name it, no Super Bowl. They got a Super Bowl, my bad. But you know what I'm trying to say. My point is, I'm gonna need somebody to start. Nobody need to do it. Mike and Bree, we can do it. We doing it right now. Javon Hargrave is having a tremendous season. Now, which guy have more dominant game?
That boy good. Come on, man. We know who's gonna finish with the better season. We heard all the numbers right now. Heard the numbers right now. And that was before Chase Young got added into the mix. That was while the Niners were still trying to find their way. Can you imagine what this is going to extrapolate out to? Oh, my God, man. Listen, man, no team is safe when the Niners are on the prowl. I'm Mike. That's Wayne. And this is No Harm, No Foul. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.